Awesome. So we'll get started with our first question. This question kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, is why is it important to have life goals? I'm not sure who wants to take the reins first.
I'll start, and I'll come from a different angle here. I personally have never really been a big goals person, or at least definitive goals. I think it's important for some people to have life goals because it creates a structure in their life. It helps people follow a train track and realize a place to be in life so that life isn't bad now, right? They want to kind of project themselves into the future versus what they are now. And for me, I think that's a slippery slope. I think it's important to have those life goals as long as you can see it properly, as long as you don't see it as tomorrow's a better day, I have to get to tomorrow, versus, okay, today's an okay day. Like, I have to realize that my life now is important and meaningful and works to make it to tomorrow. I don't know. I feel like some people get too lost in their goals in the future, and you really need to realize that today is important too. So I'm kind of on this weird angle of like, life goals are great, yes, but are they the most important thing? Maybe not.
Right. When I was going through a bunch of stuff in high school, going through therapy and all that stuff, one of the things that my therapist ended up saying, and something that really stuck with me ever since then, was think of life as a triangle. On one edge, we have where we see ourselves. On one edge is how others see us, and the other edge is where we want to be. And the way it was kind of explained to me is yes, these are three parts that are kind of important, but we tend to always fixate on one of those three parts, whereas we need to hover somewhere in the middle, right? And in terms of life goals, I think they're pretty darn important, only because the way I see it is, when I make a life goal, I want it to be some sort of change that I want to see within myself, and by setting these goals, what I'm able to do is, okay, how can I incrementally get toward that place where I want to be, right? So it's this constant evaluation of where I am, where I'm going, and to a lesser extent, where people see me. Right. That's kind of how I see it, and why I think, at least, they're fairly important to at least set up. But again, like you mentioned, it's very easy to fixate ourselves and to see ourselves just, I didn't do this certain thing that would have gotten me that. And it's very easy to get caught up in the minutia of it, for sure. Like, that is very much a danger almost of setting the goals potentially out of reach sometimes.
Yeah, I'm with you there. You definitely have to set your goals appropriately. But like Davey, I'm not much of a life goal person, though I do recognize they are important, just so that you have a direction in life, sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think we can get caught in like just falling into this habitual kind of life of just, I'm living to live, not really toward a purpose or anything. And I found myself so much kind of getting caught up in that, which is why at least I utilize life goals to try and step out of that comfort zone a little bit and kind of move away from literally just repeating the same thing over and over, day in, day out.
See, I had the opposite problem. Is I have spent so much of my life thinking, oh, when I become an adult, my life is going to be so much better. Oh, when I move out, my life is going to be so much better. Oh, when I get this and this, and a year from now, my life is going to be so much better. And oh man, it got me nowhere. I totally forgot of what I need to do today to get to tomorrow, and I don't know. I got caught up in those, like, this is where I need to be in a year, and never focused on how I need to get there.
Right.
So I ended up doing the same thing day after day because I wasn't ever thinking about what I need to do today. I was only thinking about where I'm going to be in a year from now.
Right. And especially when it comes to like, oh, my life's going to be better in a year. I don't necessarily think that's true. I think your life is good now. The only difference that maybe a year is going to have is that you're going to have different challenges. Because let's be honest, life is almost a never-ending challenge. It's not a bad thing. It gives you something to overcome and something to work on, you know? It's just, you know, one day you're worrying about what grade you're going to get in physics in high school, and the next is like, how the heck am I going to pay for rent? Like, it's just, it shifts what your challenges become, you know?
Right.
But, yeah, that's some good stuff. Thanks for watching Audible Advice. If you enjoyed the conversation, feel free to click the video on the right to check out the full podcast episode. Hope to see you there.